Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and this is what is today? It's Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. It's 4 o'clock Central Time or 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Market is closed now. I'm a little late doing my video here this morning, or today, not this morning. Anyway, I have a few charts that I'm adding to my possible trade list tomorrow, my hot list. Some of them have been on the hot list, but they're just coming to the top because the chart patterns are set up that way. So I just thought I would share, what I plan on doing and some ideas what I might plan on doing. No guarantee I'm going to buy any one of these tomorrow, but there's a chance. Certainly buy one of them over the next several days. Anyway. What a great day in the market. My goodness, today was a terrific day. I know a lot of folks in the room ended up very well. Really, really a good day here. We did sell a few things, and we put some profits in our pockets, and man, that's the name of the game, isn't it? So, let's take a look here. So the SPY's had some rough days here. It really has. Some really rough days. That's a rough day here. A rough day here. And the truth of it, we really haven't overcome it completely. And I think there needs to be a ton of caution in this market. A ton of caution. A lot of information coming out. We've got Fed meeting coming out. The outcome of it, I guess. Coming out, and that could be a big change in the market. Some folks say up, some folks say down. I say follow the chart. So I'm looking here, and again, we need to really see some strength. Let's take a look at this T2122 real quick. There we go. We are way back up into that over bought area. A big swing down over a couple of days, and then back up just on its own today. So let's be very careful while we're up here. Does not mean that we're going to crash or anything. Doesn't mean we're going to pull back with any gusto, but it does warrant a ton of caution. This morning I put up these blue lines. Bottom line, the bulls need to close up over that 368.60 to keep them in that bullish arena. And a close below 364.50 here would put the sellers in charge and maybe head us down toward that 34 EMA. Anything in the middle was just going to be noise. But you can see that we closed up pretty nice today. Take a look at the 3-bar chart. We've got our first bar today. Our second bar, we showed follow through. And the third bar, we even showed more follow through. You can see there, looking at the 3-bar chart, that we have a fair amount of resistance we're going to be looking at tomorrow. A fair amount. We've got a stop here, where price stopped. We came up and stopped. That makes that resistance. We came over, closed over. That makes it support now. But you can see we immediately came back, tested it again. We tested it one more time. And we're right there right now. So it looks to me like this, what is that, about 369.85-ish, right in there. We could almost call it 370. 370 is a pretty important line for us to get through. So we want to watch that. If we do fail, well, we could come back and retest this through 364. It's very possible. All right, let's take a look at some of these charts that I've got. Here's a GRWG. Now I did buy this today, so we already own it now. The way I'm looking at this is inside this green box. I'm good to go. I'm happy with that, and as long as it stays in there, I'll continue to hold that. Starts to break out. Looks like we'll be making a little bit of money. So I'm watching this area here with a stop of 32. About 32.85. I always round, and I generally round down on that. So great volume. I like this area right in here. We're up here with some all-time highs. So No reason to put any kind of target up here. There's no point in it. To me, it's all about taking profits on the way up. Doesn't matter where any kind of target is. I'll just follow price and take profits on the way up. Another chart, this came from one of our members here in the trading room, was Wells Fargo. That's setting up pretty nice. I'm looking at this 28.95 area as a stop. Possible buy box here. Long as price stays in this area, I'm looking to buy it. Maybe I should have bought that today, but I had plenty positions on, so we'll see what happens going forward. And I'm looking for 32.35 up here as a target for price to run to. CLF is another one. I'm looking at 13.15 for a stop. We'll round that 13.15. Right? If you want a 13.10, I might even round it down to 13.10. A lot of it depends exactly where we buy it, and then we'll look at the charts tomorrow. I place a lot of my stops because of the 3-bar chart, so I'll look at the 3-bar chart and I'll adjust that stop if I need to. We have a nice flag here, very nice flag. So what I'm looking for is actually a breakout. That would be nice. So a little bit of a breakout in here, and that might be able. That chart pattern there with buyers continuing to buy this up, that could lead us up close to, or at least head to, that $18 area. And with a buy of around 13.60, say, up to that 18, well, that's 33%. Man, even half that would be just terrific money. Absolutely terrific. EYE. Now, this was on the trade list today. And I talked about this last night, where I needed price to move up into this green box up here and to break out of that downtrend line. And that is absolutely what it's done today. And I'm going to actually lower. I don't know if it was up that high or not earlier, but I'm going to lower that down a little bit. Yeah, let's raise it up a little. There we go. So tomorrow I'll be looking for a buy inside this area here, looking for us to pop up a little bit. And the first thing we're going to have to do is get through this top, and that top represents almost 7%, almost 7%. So we need to get through that top, and then once we get through that top, here's the weekly chart. You can see that we're breaking out to some all-time new highs. So that could lead up pretty good up there once we break out. Blink. Did I buy Blink? Yes, I did. I was thinking about buying Blink, and I did buy Blink today. Here's a stop around 26.08 or 26.05, probably is what I'll use. Here's the buy box here. There's a huge spread in the buy box, so you want to make sure, as I look at this, I want to make sure that if I buy high or add to it higher, I would have to adjust that stop. Now I'm already in it, so if it starts to move up, then I'll quickly raise this stop up a little bit, and we're shooting for that 33.60 area. So with an entry 27.95, we're looking at 21% up here to the target. So this still looks like a good area. As long as we hang in this area, I'm pretty happy with that. SPWR, all right, kind of weird up here. I have kind of a strange setup going on. SPWR, let's look at that weekly chart, and I see SPWR coming up to $43 up here. I also see this top right over here, and that's that second red line, okay? So the reality is we can buy all we want down here, but unless we can break out of that red line, of that resistance line, we don't have anything. So the way this may work, and I can't say until the market gets open, until everything gets going, who knows what this is going to do. But right now, I'm looking for an entry in this level here. I'm going to probably have to keep a fairly tight stop on it. Right now, I've just got 23.37 up there, and depending on where we buy it is how we'll set that up. We'll adjust that. Now, if it's bought here, it needs to break out. If we don't buy it here, that's what the second green box is all about. If we don't buy it here, then we'll let it break out and then come back and test in here. Then that becomes a buy, and then we're looking for our target up there. And we're still in the neighborhood of 50%. My goodness gracious, that's a ton. Excuse me, getting late in the day. That is a ton up there. So possible 2 entries I have on this areas, and it all depends on how it acts. And of course, too, you know, the market might open tomorrow, and I focus mostly on positions I'm in. I do not focus on new positions to buy in the morning. And tomorrow, this thing could just do this, and I've lost it. So then what I'll have to do is wait for the consolidation. So that's possible, too, and may solve my problem down here. CPRI, man, that's a good-looking chart. Wish I would have bought this one going into the close. I didn't, but I sure wish I did. Look at that beautiful pop out of the box right there. Here, let's do it this way. Right here. A nice pop out of the box, and that today we popped out is what we did. We popped right out of that. Good buy area. I would love to see this inside this box tomorrow. I see this as a possible trade with 38.35 as a stop, and maybe moving up toward that $49 area. I want to remind everybody that what I'm doing here is I'm sharing my trade plan, my trades, things like that. I'm just kind of like my diary, and you know, I hope everyone finds it educational, and maybe you can, you know, find your path in trading. And it takes education like this, and whether this works for you or not, this type of thing, any kind of education in trading, I think, is positive. So I hope everyone looks at this as positive education and something you can take with you, maybe put it with other tools or other skills, and you could work out a good trading plan for yourself with a good solid stop, a good plan for buying it, and a good plan for trading. And I'll leave it the last thing with a good solid stop. Always have a stop. Plug. Let's take a look at plug. Plug may be setting up here a little J hook in the making here. Here's a little J hook here that really didn't follow through. See, up and back, did not follow through. Here it's coming back to do it again. We start here low to a high. There's the J hook. I'm looking at the buy box in here between the little top of this candle and about the open of that candle. 27.18, 27.15 is a stop, up here at 35.60 for a target. And the last chart I have here is NIO. Now, I know several people that bought this today, or even yesterday. I know a couple people that bought NIO. Personally, I'm not interested in NIO until it actually breaks out. Let it break out. That's what I'm looking at. I'm going to let it break out. Then I'm going to look for that buy inside the buy box here. Look, I don't have any problem buying it down here. I can make the argument that it looks great. I can certainly do that. I've just become very dedicated at buying only when the Trendicator is green and not red. And I also want the Road to Wealth trend to be in place, and that is not in place right now. So if it moves up here, that will put us in the green on the Trendicator, and the Road to Wealth trend will be in place as well. And then it'll be set up for a buy for me. So I do have NIO on the watch list, and I'm waiting for it to do its thing. Break out, consolidate, and then I'll be taking a look at it. All right, everybody. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Thanks for your support. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love doing this, and I'm really glad that everybody has enjoyed it. And I love all the questions that has come out in the YouTube video on this. So thank you. All right. We'll see everybody tomorrow. It's another day. Let's see if we can have a repeat of today. Thank you. We'll see you all tomorrow.